Yo, and what is up, gang? Thank you for checking out Sledgehammer TV tonight. 10 years we have invested in this show, and in the aftermath of the long night, seeing Season 8, Episode 4, I honest to God wish I never even started to watch this show in the first place, and please allow me to explain. My name is Nick Nightmare, and you are watching Hammer in Hollywood right here on Sledgehammer TV. Let's do it. So, winter is coming was the slogan of this show for the entirety of its existence. And winter came and went in one supersized episode. For them to come back to the very beginning of how this show plays out, just a political bullshit episode, right? We have everybody posturing over who's going to take the fucking throne. And to me, the answer is clearly simple, but I guess it's not a good thing to lie in Westeros. We don't want to lie about things. We got to be honest about everything, even though the fate of Westeros lies in the balance. I don't understand where they are fucking going with this show. And it is very clear to me after watching this that without some clear-cut source material to work with, these writers are just going off the rails. Why do I give a shit about any of this? I have wanted to see the Long Night, the Great War, the battle with the Night King. That's how this whole thing was supposed to come to an end. You want to tell me Cersei Lannister is a bigger threat to Westeros than an undead zombie fucking king? Coming with millions of zombies and zombie giants and zombie dragons? And now I'm going to have to just sit back and watch a regular fucking war between two rival factions and two fucking queens that are both losing their fucking mind. And on that note, are we painting Daenerys as a villain? How is Daenerys a fucking villain? You got Sansa Stark giving her the fucking side eye at every fucking turn. She should be kissing her feet. Without her and the dragons and everything that Jon Snow brought with them, there is no way any of them are even fucking breathing today. How is she not showing some sort of gratitude for the part that Daenerys played in the survival of fucking Winterfell? Oh, everybody's worried about who's going to be king. Who gives a shit about kings and queens? You just destroyed the most vile force, the thing that everybody's been so afraid of, the thing everybody's been looking to avoid for the longest time. You took care of that, and now we're worried about, well, who's going to rule? Who's going to rule? Is it going to be Daenerys? Or is it going to be Jon? Or is it going to be Cersei? Or is it going to be Sansa? Or is it... What? This is what we're coming to, a fucking political juggling act and a bunch of stares? I don't trust this one. I don't trust that one. We're going back to this shit again? You're coming up to the end of the show, and I don't want to hear, oh, well, they have to reposition all the pieces after the Long Night episode, you know. Get the fuck out of here. The Long Night episode should have been the finale of this show. I am now sitting through an hour-plus episode of nothing but fucking exposition because they need to explain to you everything that they're trying to do, even though none of it makes fucking sense. Can you tell me for one legitimate reason why Jon Snow just could not keep that fucking secret? Or talk to his family and tell them the secret like he did. But see, that right in there, that's where everything falls apart for me, because Jon and all of the Stark children are sitting there at the Grove talking about everything that has happened, and he wants to come clean, and he asks them, please do not say anything. He's pretty much swearing them all to secrecy because they're family. And then Sansa goes around and fucking just turns around in the blink of an eye and tells fucking Tyrion, well, what if there's another? What is this, fucking Star Wars? There is another. What? Why would she not do what Jon Snow says? Because she doesn't like fucking Daenerys? Go fuck yourself, Sansa. You fucking disrespectful, ungrateful poor... My God, it makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense. How are they not all on the fucking same page right now? I don't give a shit if you were my worst enemy, if we just went down and went through what happened to them at Winterfell in the battle of all battles, the next morning I'm waking up and shaking your hand and be like, you know what, bro? We're good. You do you, we'll do me, and everything will be fine. And on that note, why can't Daenerys just let fucking Jon be the king in the north and she could be the fucking queen of the Seven Kingdoms? They're gonna bang anyway, right? They are in love. Why can't they just keep the secret? They didn't know that they were aunt and nephew. It's not like they had this maniacal fucking plan like Cersei, who knew that Jaime was her brother when she started fucking him, but that's okay. That's okay. It's a secret that the whole fucking world knew, but nobody gave a shit about. But this secret is too big. Oh, it's too big. Why? Because it's a fucking Targaryen who are known for doing such things? Or because it's somebody that was raised in the north who thinks it's wrong to have such sort of relationship? The guy is a fucking Targaryen. It shouldn't fucking matter. It really shouldn't matter. You fell in love without knowing what was really happening. You have the chance to keep this under wraps, not tell anybody. Jon can be the king like Sansa wants. Daenerys can be the queen like she wants. And everything can be fine. Oh, what do you think? Oh, well, what about in a year or two when they find out that this was another incestuous relationship? Who gives a shit if Westeros is prospering? What if they've been the greatest king and queen ruler of all time? Everybody's gonna give a shit that they're related by blood? No, everybody's gonna go on in the fucking happy kingdom, free of White Walkers and all this fucking shit. But no, we have to tell the truth. We have to tell the truth. Why? I don't get it. The best thing about this fucking episode for me was seeing Ghost was alive. He was battle scarred pretty bad, but that's what's gonna happen when you charge into a fucking horde of the undead. But I was happy to see Ghost was alive. Other than that, I wasn't happy about anything in this fucking episode. This was a long, boring, extra-sized episode that did nothing. It did nothing but put Cersei as the main antagonist while still painting Daenerys in this color as a villain and Jon Snow walking around looking like a dumbass. I don't understand it. I really, really don't. The Iron Fleet obliterates whatever fucking ships that Daenerys has, and they killed Rhaegal the dragon, which has apparently sent Daenerys into a tizzy. Or maybe this is what's sending her down this dark path. I don't know. Oh, she lost another one of her children, and now she wants to go and rain fire down on King's Landing. Let her! Just let her. Oh, you're going to kill innocent people. How many innocent people have already been killed? All these people are now being brought into King's Landing as a literal human shield for Cersei. And if that's the move she wants to make and all these people are... just fucking wipe them out. Wipe them out. Why are we playing politics? There is no fucking room for this at this point. Oh, we have to worry about all the innocents. She didn't give a shit about the innocents in Winterfell. All those fucking people don't give a shit about any of those people that are coming down right now. Do you think any of them are just going to bow to Daenerys? I certainly don't think so. Varys doesn't think so. But Varys doesn't want her to kill people. Tyrion doesn't want her to kill anybody. This is the Game of Thrones. You win or you die. Right? That's the fucking tagline. You win or you die. Or apparently you don't die if you're a main character in the final season. You're killing off all these secondary characters. This was a show that wasn't afraid to punch you in the gut and really give you an emotional ride. And while last week's episode was directed phenomenally and it really helped put that episode in the upper echelon of some of the greatest TV you've ever seen, when you look at the story behind it and what they're actually doing, what does it matter? What does it matter? What is the fucking twist we're going to get? I totally expected to see something more than what we got tonight. We got everybody partying it up. Started out as like a somber funeral. Everybody's sitting around drinking. Begrudgingly drinking. Until Daenerys says, Gendry, that's your name, right? Well, I'm going to name you Lord of Storm's End. So now you're Gendry Baratheon, Lord of Storm's End. And this scene was made necessary for what reason? Are we going to get further into the future where we need to know that Daenerys has secured the Baratheon son to make him a non-threat? Gendry goes to hook back up with Arya. He bends the knee, proposes to marry Arya, but we all knew what was coming because Arya said what all of us were thinking, and Arya is not a lady. She's said it since she was knee-high to a grasshopper. She's not built that way. She told her own father, I'm not a lady. That's not me. She's a warrior. She's not going to sit back and just be the queen. So what was the point of any of that? Why did we have to see that? I don't understand why we are going back to the beginning. And now Cersei Lannister is the biggest threat to all of Westeros, and everybody's shaking in their fucking boots because she's got some arrows and the Golden Company. I don't understand. Well, our forces are diminished by half. We have to go about this the smart way. You should have just fucking fell back. If you think about it, everybody in Winterfell should have just fell back. Everybody from the north, just everybody go south to King's Landing and let the fucking White Walkers come all the way to the edge of the world. That's what I thought I was going to see. And in the last couple of episodes of this show, this once great show, we are going to have to just see a basic fucking standoff between two armies. Two human armies and one dragon. And I'm asking you, do you care? Do you even care at this point what's coming next? Because there's a good portion of me that really does not. And I'm really glad that last week we started doing this because I needed to get out here and talk about some of this stuff with you guys because I don't understand this episode. I don't understand the direction of the show. And I don't know why they have ruined what could have been something great. My main sticking point, and I'm going to say it from now till the fucking cows come home, you guys need to explain to me how we have built up the Night King and his armies for 10 years in our brains, 8 seasons of TV plus a 2-year gap, for him to be done and over with in one episode, and now we have to worry about Cersei, who we all know what's going to happen there. I almost expected it to happen tonight. Cersei was standing on top of the wall, threatening to kill Missandei. She's got the mountain next to her. And I totally expected to see Arya Stark materialize out of nowhere and just take out Cersei from behind. At least that would have been interesting. Still hard to explain, just as hard it is to explain about her actions last week and what she did, but I would have been a little bit more accepting of that being the end of the series. We still got 2 more episodes. What could they possibly do that is going to be any better than what they did last week? My interest is severely dissuaded. And I'm thinking most of you guys are as well. What else do I have in the notes here? Braun of the Blackwater. Braun of the Blackwater shows up out of nowhere like fucking Randy Orton. Explain to me the time travel, the not time travel. We're not talking about the fucking Avengers. Explain to me the rate of travel in fucking Westeros. Because Jaime Lannister took off from King's Landing and showed up in fucking Winterfell and it took him long enough time to grow a full fucking facial beard. But apparently the laws of time and space do not apply to Daenerys or anybody else who were in Winterfell one moment and then in the next scene they're just there at the fucking gates of King's Landing and nobody's even grown an inch of hair. These are stupid little things that I see, but it pisses me off. And Braun of the Blackwater shows up after the battle, of course, with Tywin Lannister's fucking bow and arrow to do the job he was sent to do by Cersei. And he's going to kill Jaime or Tyrion, right? But instead, he sits down and we have a callback to a conversation that we had between Tyrion and Braun as he says, oh, what did you tell me if anybody ever put a price on my head, that you would come and double it? Well, what's double River Run? And then Tyrion offers him all these other things. He still almost kills Jaime because Jaime didn't think he was going to kill him, and now Braun has a better offer on the table with the Lannister brothers, and what is he going to fucking do now? He's going to go and be on their side? It's just a whole bunch of jumbled nonsense. They're trying to tie all this shit together, and it was just a long expositional fucking nightmare. everybody's at fucking odds with one another. How is there so much tension in Winterfell after they have just survived a near unsurvivable situation? And I understand everybody's getting drunk, everybody's getting laid, everybody's having a good time celebrating because that's what you would normally do. But did we have to see Jaime Lannister deflower fucking Brienne of Tarth? Why would he want to have sex with her? Oh, he admires her and he's in love with her. And why? Why? And you did that, and you had him take her virginity. They have this tender moment where you believe Jaime Lannister's turned the corner for him to go back to fucking Cersei, a woman who has said straight to his face she is going to fucking kill him. She threatened to kill him. She threatened to have the Mountain kill him. He didn't believe she would do it. He turned around and walked away. But why would you want to fucking go back to her at this point? She's having sex with the fucking captain of the Iron Fleet. Euron Greyjoy. Why do you want to go back and fucking protect her now? Why were you even in fucking Winterfell in the first place if you were only going to go back to make sure Cersei was fucking safe? It's just stupid writing. Stupid writing. This show took a huge turn for the worse for me, and I am not enjoying the final season the way I thought I would. Everything that we wanted to see happen, everything that we've been waiting to see happen last week. And now we have to deal with this aftermath of the long night. And it's bullshit. We are ending the show with political, ridiculous bullshit. Other than the powerful opening scene with Jon Snow and his little speech and his memorial before they burned all the bodies in the fire, it was very touching, very heartfelt, and it pulled me right in. And then they shoved me right out. They shoved me right out of it. Because Daenerys is all pissed off about everything. Sansa is being fucking Littlefinger. Why are we turning Sansa into Littlefinger? One of the best things that happened to the show was that Weasley fucking character left. And she was supposed to not be manipulated, right? She was strong enough to battle Littlefinger. She beat him at his own game. And now she's going to be a maniacal, evil fucking bitch? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why does she give a shit if Daenerys is the queen? She's not going to be the queen. What, all her time with fucking Cersei and Littlefinger made her into a fucking sourpuss? I don't understand it. Bran's still fucking sitting around staring at everything, saying weird shit. Oh, I'm just stuck in the past. I live in the past. Don't envy me. Who the fuck are you? Who cares? Who cares? I didn't give a shit about anything that happened on this episode, and that is a goddamn shame. Let me know what you guys think about this episode as we continue to cover the end of Game of Thrones, even if it's going to kill us. I cannot believe that Game of Thrones is actually rivaling Monday Night Raw right now in one of the TV shows that disappoint me the most on a weekly basis during 2019. Holy shit, man. Let me just take one last look over these notes here, and I don't think I have anything else written down of importance that I haven't already touched upon. If there's anything that I missed that you might want to know my take on, like Missandei getting beheaded, saying Dracarys before Dracarys, like we don't know. She's going to get it, and now she said that because she wants Daenerys to burn them all. Great. Good for you. Were you proud of yourself when you wrote that line? Because it sucks. It sucks. This whole season has sucked with the exception of episode 3. And that is the God's honest truth. And that is how we bring the hammer down here on Sledgehammer TV. This episode of Hammerin' Hollywood's Game of Thrones review and reactions. I didn't do an actual reaction, real-time reaction. A, because there was not much to fucking react to that would be interesting. You wouldn't want to see me just sitting here like this. What? That's not what you want to see for a fucking hour and 20 minutes, so I wasn't going to do that. There's only one moment that made me even gasp even a little bit, and that was when Rhaegal the Dragon went down. What is going to happen next? I don't care. I really don't care. But we are going to check it out for you guys next week. We are going to be back here again, let you guys know what we think about it as we continue to cover the final season of Game of Thrones. If you missed anything else and you're a pro wrestling fan, don't forget to check out what we put up on the channel this weekend. We have a Money in the Bank simulation called All the Action Called by yours truly. It's a lot of fun. Go check that one out. And of course, last week's Monday Night Raw and SmackDown reviews where this hammer swings harder than ever before, because those shows are even worse than this one. I want to thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to give us a subscribe if you enjoyed anything you seen today. Even if you disagree with everything I had to say and you loved this episode, subscribe to this channel because I entertained you for a full 20 plus minutes and you had a good time. You're here at the end. Subscribe. That's the least we could ask. And then smash that like button if you agree with any of my points or you liked anything we had to say today. And then share this video with each and every one of your Game of Thrones friends anywhere in Westeros, especially if they did not have a good time watching tonight's episode and feel like Game of Thrones has fallen off big time. And I'm going to blame nothing else than the fact that these guys found a fucking fantastic book, which was a series of books that were not yet finished, and they're trying to write their own ending, and it sucks. So far, it fucking sucks. That, my friends, is all we have for today. Thank you once again for being here. My name is Nick Nightmare. This is the team Thor the Sledgehammer, the official Sledgehammer of the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. His tag team partner, the world heavyweight champion of all the microphones in all the world, Mr. Blue the Snowball. The most important member of the team, as always, is each and every one of you guys out there. And that is going to do it. And we are out of here. And we will see you next time right here on Hammer in Hollywood for our next Game of Thrones review. It's got to get better than this, right? I mean, do you even care? I don't care. It's got to get better.